How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 4 of She-Hulk Attorney at Law. This episode is titled, Is This Not Real Magic? Question mark? Yeah, last episode we got to see the aftermath of the Abomination and Wong fight leaking. Turns out Wong forced Abomination out because he needed to train in order to become Sorcerer Supreme. Right? So he basically admitted to committing like a felony and committing a crime, but in classical Wong fashion, he must depart. So he peaced out and now he's a criminal. And because Wong confessed to forcing Blonsky out of the cell, Blonsky was granted parole. So now he's free, he just can't turn into Abomination. So we'll have to see how that goes for him. He probably won't appear again though for a while. Maybe we'll see him again in the Avengers film. Be some shit that he teams up with the Avengers. And then we have the B storyline where Pug was helping Dennis out with a certain light elf situation. Because Dennis thought he was actually dating a celebrity called Megan Thee Stallion. Turns out he was actually dating a light elf because light elves can shapeshift. And he was suing the light elf because of that. But in doing so, he basically won the case because the light elf was causing a bit of chaos in the courtroom. The light elf was becoming the judge, which got the light elf like 60 days in like a penitentiary or something like that. So in the end, they did win the case. And then as Dennis won the court case, the real Megan Thee Stallion was spotted in the courtroom. And he thought he actually had a chance to get with her. It ain't happening, dude. And by the way, I don't really know who Megan Thee Stallion is. I know she does like rap music, but I'm not too familiar with it, so I can't judge it on that. And I also think she's known for twerking just based off the post-credit scene, which caused a lot of discourse online, and I'm not even surprised. It's just like the quality of Marvel just went in like one episode. For me, that scene I didn't really like, but it's the fact that the rest of the episode wasn't that great either, and then you have that post-credit scene. Sure, it's fun and all, but when the writing's already shit, and then you have that as a post-credit scene, it just, like, you lose faith in the show at that point, you know what I mean? But before we got that post-credit scene, we had a scene where Jen got attacked by a bunch of random guys using, like, Asgardian weaponry, and apparently they were trying to get her blood for someone. We don't know who. But yeah, hopefully this episode is better than the last one. Hopefully more plot happens. We get to see like the main villain, which I think might be Titania. I'm not too sure because I saw a lot of marketing around the show involving her, but she was only in one episode. But yeah, that basically wraps it up. So let's stop dallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Okay, we're going back to this.
Who forced you?
No idea how he didn't die there, but whatever. My god, is this GTA 5?
Of levitation.
That's not real.
Are you not amazed? The great Donny Blaze needs assistance.
Wait, what?
From a volunteer.
Donny Blaze? Johnny's gonna fucking sue him. Wow.
Donny Blaze!
Oh no. Paul. But what's... Wait, what is that? Hey, it's Wong. He's back again? The Wong Cinematic Universe? What the fuck?
Where am I?
What?
No, my
Wait,
dad
The
was
Sopranos?
family, so I go there sometime.
I'm going to send you home. What's your address?
I don't even remember. This is the one where they kill Adriana. It was so sad.
You just spoiled it.
Donny Blaze is going to pay for this.
Who the fuck is Donny Blaze, dude? Like, poor Wong, he got Sopranos spoiled.
God, everybody loves Wong. It's like giving the show Twitter armor for a week.
Oh god.
Good. But what if they come back?
Then I will kick their ass again. And you can use it.
Finished dating profile? Wait, what? Matcha?
It's my
I swear, every time she's in like suits and stuff, it doesn't match well with the CG.
Miss Walters.
Like the fabrics and stuff.
The legal situation of the greatest importance.
Okay.
This charlatan goes by the name of Donny Blaze.
But, so wait, is this... Does Johnny Blaze exist in this universe?
Was there a contract when he began training?
Students pledge themselves to be loyal servants of the mystic arts.
no judge is going to take this seriously unless we do things by the book.
Book of Ashanti.
Oh my god.
No, the book of American laws.
Fucking Wong, dude. He's a sorcerer supreme. Can't he, like, sort shit out? Where's Strange?
Of the Blonsky parole brief.
Did you just woo-woo a parole brief?
Can I buy you sexy ladies a round of drinks?
Okay,
No.
sir, we're clearly in the middle of
Fuck
work
off.
here.
There are plenty of non-gross people out there for you to date. Oh my god. We're not using your corporate headshot.
Yeah, it's a bit too professional. You know what I mean? Doesn't suit Tinder knockoff, I guess.
After about 500 swipes, you're gonna get about a third of those as matches, and then that's when the real filtering happens. What if you made a profile? Hear me out.
Of She-Hulk.
As She-Hulk.
Regular old Jen. I already have to be She-Hulk in the office.
Yeah, but eventually the guy's gonna have to get both ends of the stick, so to speak.
You can't trademark a spirit, register a soul, copyright art.
You can copyright art, yes.
Yeah.
Prove it.
No, no one is proving anything. Here is a cease and desist.
So where's Strange in all of this? And why is his name Donny Blaze?
See, I'm a New Yorker, through and through.
Oh, how long did you live there?
14 months, but I decided I couldn't just be.
So you're not a New Yorker then?
This has been so great.
Yeah, it really has.
Who's paying the bill? What the fuck, why is it so dramatic? I guess it can be pretty dramatic, to be honest.
All right. Thank you so much for the drinks.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, we should do this again.
There's an idea.
Fucking dickhead.
Oh my god.
How expensive was that?
And gross negligence.
Why does he look like Jared Leto? The fuck?
Do you want to win this or not?
Oh, they're getting Madison. That's probably not a good idea. Wongers?
Say you were texting 911, they can't prosecute.
That isn't what this is, and that's not true. I just want, could you state your name for the record?
Madisynn.
Could you tell us about the night you participated?
And then he pushed me into a fireland.
That must have been terrifying.
I made a pact with a demon that I cannot discuss. Otherwise, he said
Mephisto.
he'd reap my... I think his name is Jake.
I know Jake. You do? Yeah.
Opened a
Jake.
portal that dropped me off at Wonger's house, and that's how we became besties. At first, it was fun. Then scary. Then fun again.
I mean, that didn't help at all.
Donnie's performance is a fun and spooky experience, which is the sweet spot for magic. The bottom line,
Did you just steal
cannot
a seat?
copyright.
This is very different because the mystic arts is, in fact, real magic.
Oh, how dare you!
Real magic.
You can see.
Oh my god. No,
Can you
you
believe
just
your
probably
eyes?
turned your thing up inside out.
Oh my god, even the lawyer's a magician.
Case closed.
Okay, no. This case is far from closed. I'll need to review the motion, and you'll have my decision in a few weeks.
A few
Your Honor,
weeks?
In the interim.
Through security anyway.
I mean, he just put it there.
Aw.
There's got to be something with his name, right? Because there's no way he'd use a name like Donny Blaze when Johnny Blaze exists, right?
We can talk about The Sopranos.
Fine, no more spoilers.
Ugh, whatever. I was over it after Tony killed Christopher anyway.
Madison.
Stop spoiling
I
it.
mean,
No new matches.
Why is that an alert?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Why the fuck is that even an alert? She-Hulk. Oh god.
I'm not proud of this.
Oh god.
How much can you deadlift?
A literal ton?
Well, I just did 600.
I have to admit I was a fan before we matched. Yeah. Well, what about super speed, night vision, impenetrable skin?
Oh
My skin
god.
is impenetrable, at least with anything on Earth.
I mean, you wouldn't be invulnerable to the snap.
Is there anything worse than dating in your 30s?
I'm a pediatric oncologist.
Oh.
Tell me about you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's get those to go.
Now,
What the fuck?
Come on, just close your eyes.
No. I'm not gonna get into
Can't he just, like, move the portal? Where'd he get that from? What is that? Ew! What the fuck is that naked rat thing? Ew, it's a gremlin. They can fly? They fly now. What the fuck is Wong doing?
I'm doing this for the universe, not for you.
Oh no. She's gonna get cock blocked by Wong.
Oh, shoot, I got it on your couch, too. Just 1 second, okay?
Jen needs to calm down.
Miss Walters, why aren't you answering your mobile phone? Never mind, I see.
Wong, what is it?
Cock blocked by Wong.
I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Be a hawk.
Oh! I didn't even kill it.
They don't die.
Mephisto, I see him. He's there.
Send them all through here.
Oh my god. Ooh.
It is very, very hot. Not that that matters, but it does.
Oh.
And instead of kissing thing.
Like, couldn't he have just done that from the beginning?
You would agree to the terms of our cease and desist.
She looks good there, though. CGI. So does that fucking weird,
We'll be in touch.
ugly thing there. I don't know what it is. What? Crazy courtroom psycho. Oh, she's back?
Who are you?
Jen, I made breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Oof.
Whatever, hot doctor's a cliche anyway.
I've got court documents filed by Titania Worldwide LLC. She's suing you for misuse of a trademark.
Misuse of a trademark? What trademark? She's suing me over the name She-Hulk? Kind of a bummer way to end this episode. I bet there's a fun tag.
Yeah, oh. That's... Alright. We're 4 episodes in and they've gone back to that Titania stuff. And it was like right at the end of the episode too. Mephisto. Also, the fact that they keep showing that, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. document is interesting. Why is she calling him Wongers?
Do you have any of that here?
Actually, we still have some left from the wedding.
I'd love to try some yak milk.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
The what?
Wongers. Ow. I don't know if they do bottomless gin and tonic, but we will find it.
The fuck? Wong! As an episode, I'd say it was alright, you know. I preferred it over last episode. However, it still wasn't great in terms of, like, writing and stuff. I guess this time I just turned off my brain and just accepted what the show was. Just a fun, poorly written show. This one definitely felt like the jokes hit a little bit more. Especially with the dating stuff. A part of me thinks it's kind of weird that last episode, Jen broke the fourth wall by saying, just remember whose show this actually is. And yet it feels like she's getting sidelined by the cameos. You know what I mean? And the post-credit scene was Wong. The intro didn't even have her in it. Right? It feels like Wong was in the episode more than she was. And the things she was in felt like filler content. Right? Like her going on a date with other guys that for some reason it feels like every guy in this show is sexist. Don't know what that writing's about, but okay. Like her show should be about kicking supervillain ass and just like doing court cases with all these other people. Yet the courtroom scenes just feel like jokes too. They don't feel as serious and they don't really have that much consequence, right? Based off what happened at the end of episode 1 with Titania, right? Like she's free now. And even this episode with Donny Blaze. How this show got 9 episodes and fucking Moon Knight only got 6, I don't know. Moon Knight has a more interesting story than what this show has shown so far. And I know She-Hulk can be a fun character and stuff like that from what I've seen in the comics, but there's something about the show that just isn't gripping me, and I feel like it's always going to be down to the writing. The writing just isn't holding me. Like, you have some fun moments here and there, and you get some chuckles in some of the episodes, but it just isn't enough to hold you. Like, I'm not excited for next week's episode. Whoa, wow, Titania's suing She-Hulk. Oh, God, golly gosh. Like, what the fuck? Who cares? Meanwhile, you had Infinity War when fucking Thanos snapped every single, like, one of the major Avengers out of existence. And he won. That's how you do a cliffhanger. You know, with the villain winning, and then you have this where it's just like, oh, the villain is suing She-Hulk. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, eventually it's going to come down to like a fight between them both. You know it is. It's Marvel. Like, it's just the same thing with last episode. Like, they tease this thing of like, oh, you know, the boss isn't going to be happy about this. Who the fuck is the boss? They didn't even go back to that. Also, it doesn't help that the episodes are dead short too. You just don't get a lot out of the episode when you think about it. Like, the episode starts and you just about get into it and then it's over. It's just like, ugh. Yeah, them fucking weird, like, flying fairy goblin creatures, whatever they were interesting. Like, I guess the more they got injured, the more they grow up. I guess the more they got injured, the more they got bigger. I don't know. I will say, the CG in, like, that scene, though, like, when Jen was looking down at Donny Blaze and the other guy, like, that CG on her looked good in that one shot. So there's shots that the CG looks good, and then there's shots that the CG doesn't, and it's mainly when she's in that suit. You know what I mean? Like, when she's in the courtroom and she's wearing that suit and her hair's, like, tied back, that's when the CG looks a little weird. Because the fabric, it just feels very plasticky. It doesn't feel, like, organic, you know? I will say, though, this episode I did enjoy Jen a lot more than I did last episode. Last episode, for some reason, she just felt like a dick. I don't know why. She just felt so condescending. It was weird. It's just, yet again, they didn't do a lot with her story. She was just basically treated as a joke this episode. Like, going on dates with random guys, and then they treated her like shit. Like, what's the point? Like, we're not going anywhere with the story. Like, I guess now we're going back to square one with Titania, which they could have just done from the beginning. So we've got the Titania stuff. We've got the crew that attacked She-Hulk and is working for someone, potentially Titania, which would be interesting. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, she wants She-Hulk's blood so she can be stronger to defeat her or something? I don't know. I still don't understand why Titania even attacked the courtroom. Was that ever explained? No? See what I mean? Like, they just kind of skip over that shit, which means the writing isn't good. Like, why did that character attack? Like, we've got to have motives for the villains too, you know? And then, of course, we got Daredevil showing up, which I'm slightly worried about because the writing for this show hasn't been that great, and I don't want them to ruin Daredevil for me, you know? Because I do know they've said that they're going to make him lighthearted in this show, which is fine, because in the comics he has lighthearted moments, but still, every character in Marvel feels the same. Like, people will say this is a comedy show, it's fine, but that's not the point. Everything Marvel-related feels like a comedy show. Every character feels the same. They're always cracking fucking jokes, you know? They felt very different in the earlier phases. Every character felt kind of unique. They cracked some jokes here and there, but it wasn't like how it is now. Every fucking, like, 2 sentences is a joke. It's just weird. Like, the level of writing with Marvel, I mean, it never was that great in the first place, but it went from, like here to down here. Come on, dude. Sort it out, Marvel. So when does She-Hulk take place? Definitely after Eternals, definitely after Shang-Chi, maybe before No Way Home. But that wouldn't explain... Like, where's Strange? That's what I don't get. Like, Wong's doing all this shit, but Strange is just nowhere to be seen unless it's set around the same time as Multiverse of Madness. Or, like, the post-credit scene of that. I mean, honestly, I feel like Phase 4 has been all over the place with the timeline. I don't think even Marvel knows what they're doing with it. I am curious if that demon that Madison was talking about was fucking Mephisto. Or someone who worked for Mephisto. Like one of these lackeys. Come on, eventually we're going to get Mephisto in the fucking MCU, and then when it actually happens, we're not going to believe it's him. So, what was with that Donny Blaze shit? That was so weird. Like a parody version of Johnny Blaze. It's interesting though. Like, does that mean we're eventually going to be getting Johnny Blaze in the MCU? Like, and that's a little, like, tease towards it? I don't know. I mean, D23's coming up. Is it Saturday? Sunday? So, maybe it's tomorrow, actually. I don't know. It's next few days. But maybe we'll get some huge announcements when it comes to, like, Phase 6. Because Phase 6 is pretty, like, empty right now. And potentially there's more stuff in Phase 5 too. You know, I have a very strong feeling that something relating to Ghost Rider is going to be announced soon. because this Donny Blaze thing, like, why do a parody of Johnny Blaze? And then in the same episode you do that, you talk about, like, a goat demon thing. Blade, right? The Blade film, that opens the door for the supernatural stuff, right? And we've already kind of had hints of the supernatural stuff in the MCU, but having Blade in there, like a film dedicated to, like, vampires and stuff, definitely opens the door. Because if we start getting Ghost Rider, that means we'll get Midnight Suns, we'll get Mephisto, we'll get all this crazy fucking shit out of it. Because I do remember seeing before the San Diego Comic-Con panel that a trademark was filed called Midnight Suns. Now, I don't know if that was about the game or like a new comic series called the Midnight Suns, like a new version of the Midnight Suns. It'd be some shit. It would be some shit if like a Midnight Suns film was announced. Because the Midnight Suns film is like, or like the Midnight Suns in general, is just like a bunch of like supernatural heroes, kind of like Doctor Strange, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Blade. I think Spider-Man's in some of them. Scarlet Witch is in some of them, I think. It's like a team up, but instead of it being against like aliens or these weird beings, it's against like demonic supernatural shit, which in itself could be a whole saga, like a whole saga dedicated to the supernatural stuff. The supernatural saga. You got the Infinity Saga, the Multiverse Saga, the Cosmic Saga, the Endless Saga, the Timeless Saga, the fucking Mutant Saga, the Supernatural Saga. Like, there's so much they can do with the supernatural stuff. But yeah, overall, another meh episode. They're just missing so many opportunities to make this show great because of the writing. It's such a shame. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.